Good day and good evening, and welcome back. Not welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, I guess, but welcome to A Realm Reborn Extreme Boss Rush, but with only a light party. So, what's happening on this stream is, in the past, we've done what I call the Extreme Countdown, which is essentially on stream. We fight an old Extreme boss. It has been all of the A Realm Reborn ones, and we tried the Heavensward ones. And if we win with 8 players, we go down to 7. And then we go down to 6, and then down to 5, and then down to 4. Maybe down to 3. Until we can't beat the boss anymore. With some restrictions in that. If we know that it is straight up not possible, even though it might look possible with a lower player count, then we're not going to waste time just failing. A particular one that I've always brought up is Thornmarsh, where it seems like it is beatable with 3, but it relies on too much random chance and too much prep work just to have a chance of maybe doing it. So we've never tried. We've never tried with 3, but we've beaten it with 4. So the game plan is we're going to try and beat every single A Realm Reborn Extreme one at a time, and we'll see how far we can get. I know Sip has a pretty hard deadline of he needs to have a chance to be somewhat ready for something that is coming up like in 3 hours. So if we start to get close to that and still haven't finished, then we'll see what we do. Maybe we have to replace someone, or maybe we just go, well, we didn't make it. And then we'll have to revisit it. Like, see, can we do it in time next time? Or something like that. Because it's very possible that we will waste too much time on one boss, and then it's just not possible after all. Like, say for instance, we spend a whole hour on Thornmarsh, then that's something that we will probably be able to improve upon on a retry. But also, it would take so much time that I don't think we would be able to beat the remaining bosses, and we're doing them in order of, I believe it's in order of release. So, King Moggelmog, despite probably being the hardest one, is somewhere in the middle. Now, my team, as of right now, it consists of Sip, Nox, and Aradil, the usual suspects, and we'll see how far we can get. I know the strategy for each boss. I might not remember exactly the strat for like something that is like Extreme Countdown specific. I might not remember that, but largely remember the mechanics because I've done it in Mentor Roulette so many times. And my team might either not know or not remember the mechanics, so we'll probably have to like go through them, so it'll take a little bit longer because of that too. So as I said, it's very possible we don't make all 8, but we'll see how far we can get, and then maybe we'll try again if we don't make it. I still hope you will find it entertaining just the same. Now, hey Rust, hey Seros, hey Lechor, hey Ilana, hey Monica, hey Rose, hey Everet, hey Mumu, hey Tabi. Hope you're all doing very well. And welcome, Mumu. Thank you so much. Now, the first boss we're doing is Ultima Weapon. There is a tank switch in that fight, and because we're only 4, that tank switch will matter. So we need 2 tanks. Aside from that, most of the damage is to such a degree that 1 healer should be able to make it work. As long as people don't die and people don't take a ton of unnecessary damage, 1 healer should be able to do it. Case in point, we know that Ultima Weapon can be done by 2 Gunbreakers, and Gunbreaker has received buffs since that achievement. So, just generally speaking, Gunbreaker is pretty cracked in this level range. That wasn't necessarily a requirement that you also had to switch to Gunbreaker, but if you want to play Gunbreaker, then double Gunbreaker is very viable as well. Now, I think the one thing I'm wondering if we will need is tanks will probably be fine to like take tank busters possibly raw, which means that there might be mitigation left over to clown extra hard on the orbs. I'll say Cobalt and Brontom, hope you're doing well. And just to clarify, we're doing this just synced. We don't have minimum ICML blend, no echo, because at that point this would not be possible. Now I also have a speed run timer in the top left, just because it would be interesting to see how fast we can do this. Just to see. Hey Matthew, hope you're doing well. Right. Should we give it a go, or is there any questions in the team?
I have one question. Why is my health the same as Nox? It should be higher.
Excellent
question.
question.
A superior race. Yeah, once let me fix that. There you go, I fixed it.
Alright. Let's give it a go then. That works.
We don't have a dancer, so it's probably fine if I just do 10.
Yeah, probably. Even then, we'll figure it out. There's probably something to be said that Bard or Dancer might not be the perfect fit for this, but I don't think that's going to be the problem, which is why I didn't even comment on that. It would surprise me greatly if we're going to be lacking damage. That's a frontal cone coming from Garuda, by the way. And a knockback from Ultimate Weapon. So this mechanics are going to slowly come in. The party probably starts at 50%. Oh, there was a safe spot in the middle of that. Well. Was Bard for Good King? That's correct, Rust. That is where we will probably need it. Xavier, hope you're doing well. Oh, there's going to be a dash through the middle, it seems. Here comes the first set of orbs. They'll be in the Cardinals box. And the next set should come any moment now, I think. Might be at 30%. There will be one north-south, and there will be two east-west. They're coming now. It works. I think it'll take too long to deal with all the Magitech bits, so I'll just have to deal with it. Just try and dodge. The last wave will have all of the orbs very close in the center, and they are very close, so tanks might want to mitigate and then just run through a bunch. Ugh. Now we just need to finish the fight. There should be nothing else that could tank switch, by the way. And that should be able to suddenly wipe us. Ha! Oh yeah, we have LV2. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see. Whoops. Whoops. Hey Vis, hey Milo, hey Isidus, hey Walliard, hey Bronto. Wait, I already said hey to Bronto. Hey again, Bronto. Also, hey RC 3000. Hope you're all doing very well. Yes, next up is Garuda. That one also requires 2 tanks. The way that's going to work, this might be the hardest one. So we have the boss spawns, fight a little bit, or not spawns, the bosses, there we fight a little bit. Then plumes come, we basically have to just get the plumes down really fast. AoE big. There will be a what are they called? The purple plumes, the one that puts people to sleep. That one should have higher priority, but it should be fine. Once the plumes are dead, or maybe while we're dealing with the plumes even, depending on timing, the ads will come down. What is it their names are again? Let me just double check that. Chirada and Sapana. And Chirada is carried to the far south, while Sapana and Garuda is kept north, and actually all the way to the edge is the target. Hey Thea, hope you're doing well. You missed Ultima Weapon. Now, the target is, of course, everyone except the tanking Garuda and Sapana goes south to fight Chirada to get rid of her as quickly as possible. Then we all go north to get rid of Sapana. And then Garuda will hop to the middle and do a raid wide. And depending on how much rocks in the center are still alive, we'll take more damage if there's not very many left. Then the next time plumes come in, there will be the green plume, the spiny plume. That one is going to be a much bigger deal this time around. Now I have to double check the actual stack count. Basically the spiny plume has to be tanked, but it's very fragile. And every X seconds, it applies a stack of thermal low. That might sound familiar. And if you hit 3 stacks of thermal low, we wipe. So it needs to be tank switched. And when Garuda inevitably flees the arena, we need to kill the plume and then dive under the barrier it provides. And then that will happen at least one more time. But the way this works is that when she comes back after that, she will spawn ads again, and during the ad phase, very quickly, more plumes will spawn, including another spiny plume. So we will have to get rid of Tirada very quickly, and then we will have to also juggle the plume while that is happening. So tanks are going to have a really bad time. Unfortunately. I think... I'm not sure, actually, whether Scholar or Sage will be the better pick here. I think I'll stay Sage. Hey, Boomermet, hope you're doing well. Right, should we give it a go then? Who will be tanking Garuda?
I am tank. Tank go.
Okay. Take note that one of her tank busters with a cast time, you can just go through her after she has started casting it to dodge.
Yeah, just like the good days when we used to play Uvu.
Yeah.
This is Uvu.
This is one you can sidestep. Fantastic. Uh-oh. Hide behind the rocks. She shoots from the north.
Always the north side.
That was my bad.
To be fair, I could have aimed her at specifically one rock.
She pointed at me. Here comes the ads. The Sip, you grab Sapana, run north. Nox, you grab Chirada and run south. And now we just kill Sapana. And back to Garuda. She's sticking around for longer than I'd expected. You don't have to hide for this one. Right, Nox, you may need to pick up the spiny plume first. We want to try and make sure that it stays alive, so cleaving the razor plumes, we have to be very careful. Full single target, then you can probably join in on attacking Garuda. Sip, you have to provoke the Spiny Plume. Kill it. Dodge. And in. And same as before, Tirada south, Sapana north. And there's also the Spiny Plume. Oh boy. This is the hard part. Alright, get Sapana. Oh, and get out of that. Oh boy. Sip, you have to top. I should have dodged better. That is my bad. I don't... You can kill Sapana, then maybe this can work. Nox, if you take the tank switch is really bad right now. Okay, now you Nox, if you take Garuda, then maybe. If you have Aurora, use it on yourself. Ah! The timing.
Oh, he is going poke.
Timing. Tank LB might have worked, that is my fault. Sorry about that. Also, hey Alice and all Omegas, and Nozaril, hope you're doing well.
Where's my
Well,
potions?
same as before,
cordial.
just I just don't stupidly die to being too close to the boss. Let's try again.
We don't have any downside armor, just full.
Yeah. Quite a minefield you had to deal with over there. Oh boy, the raid wide incoming is going to hurt a lot. Hopefully not too much. Hey Seraph, hope you're doing well. Oh, yeah, I had a feeling it would be something like that. And we carefully single target the boss. Tank switch, tank switch, tank switch, tank switch. Kill it. Dodge. And in. As long as you get... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Siv, are you able to grab Garuda as well?
I don't have the... actually I could.
Okay, well, you need to grab Sapana again quickly if she stays
I have Sapana,
over here.
actually, Garuda.
Yeah, there's a good reason why it matters. You don't have Sapana anymore. Now she's coming back. We need a tank switch on the spiny plume. Is that possible? And we need a tank switch on the spiny plume. Nox. Kill it, actually. Kill it. Kill it. Out. Dodge. And in. And another round of that. That is actually a very good idea, Ardell. We may be able to just clear the field entirely, I think. Nice. Very, very nice. That's actually really hard with the spiny plumes. The fact that that mechanic basically is irrelevant when you have a full party is actually insane. We're mount drop? We're just not getting mounts apparently. Fellowship at home stream. And yeah, I can inform you that King Moggelmog will probably be... Well, this was harder than I thought, but I think King Moggelmog will be the hardest one. Right. Next up, we have Titan. So, the key things he has is that he has a frontal cleave tank buster with no warning, so the best you can do is kind of like, if you can kind of gauge when it is happening, because he does it kind of rhythmically, then try and see if you can have a mitigation running when it happens. If you can't, whatever. Tank switching at around like 2 or 3 stacks. And then in the final phase, he will summon 2 adds that need to be like pulled over together in a corner and then killed, because they like make goop on the floor for a long while. Hey, Popular Monster. Hope you're doing well. And hey, Sally. Hope you're doing well as well. The only other thing that is... well, actually, the only other thing. He also has his knockback. He does the Sumo Stomp. You need to make sure you're close to him and get knocked across the arena for that. The only other thing aside from that is jails. The jails need to be far apart. There will be a tether between the players if they're too close. So they need to basically split apart. I think we managed to do it with 3 players. But I don't recall if we had 2 tanks or 1 of each role. But what I do remember is that when we were 4, I'm pretty sure we had a melee DPS. So that is probably fine. But the game plan is, if I'm one of the ones being jailed, and I probably am, then I will run away. And then whoever else gets jailed runs in. I don't think it is possible for Titan to jail both tanks simultaneously. I'm like 99% certain that he cannot jail the main tank, just in general. So... Valiat says jail is always a healer and DPS, I'm pretty sure. Well, that solves a lot. If that's the case, then optimally, Aradel runs in under Titan and I run away for the jails. And then our tanks just go ham on the close jail and then come to help me after. Usually, Upheaval is overlapped with jails such that you can probably... kill the close jail and then possibly maybe start on the far jail with a ranged attack and then get knocked out to help with it. I'm not 100% sure. I think we'll have to figure that one out as we're in. Jail of Waterdeep. Hey, Cat. Hope you're doing well. These fights aren't even that much slower than regular runs, which is a bit sad. You know, that's a good point, Nox.
Well, that's because of the stat scaling and stuff.
Yeah. And then you kill the close one. Uh-oh, we have a problem. Just wipe it. Just wipe it. Just to clarify, Titan must be tanked with your back to the edge of the arena. As in, like, once he comes down, you drag him all the way out to the edge. So that there's as much space to be knocked on as possible. And also so that his frontal cleave tank busters cover as little of the arena as possible.
Yeah.
Very nice. And then you burst down the jail. But make sure that you're getting knocked towards the center of the arena, Sip. And then you help me. Nice. Seems Nox has taken over, Sip. Great. I don't even remember that pattern. I believe there's something about him not being very easy to tank switch during this phase, but I'm not 100% sure.
I provoked him before, so it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I specifically provoked him as he landed.
Yep. Now you quickly help Aradil. Remember to get knocked across the arena. And then you help me. Ah! The timing. No, he doesn't actually build the tank swap thing during this intermission. The ads. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Did you... Uh-oh. Did you slide off? Yeah. I think he's gonna jail us before we can probably recover from that. Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. Hey, humble student. Hope you're doing well. I think we're just wiping, guys. Unfortunate. Oh, we keep trying.
I should have just inbound, god dang it.
Maybe have off-tank help you and main tank help Aradil. Well, the thing is, the reason why we put Aradil under the boss is because you can't really help me because of upheaval. You kind of really need both to be under the boss for that. The problem was just that due to poor planning, I think, there wasn't enough burst to save Aradil in time.
There isn't. But we can just wait one GCD to have the landslide go through and then take me out of the
Yeah, being like paying extra attention to that is probably an idea. Yeah. remember to get it to aim towards the center. Nice.
Hunting. Titan.
Oop. Be careful you don't get caught in a potential frontal cleave, guys. Or that! Oh man!
I did.
I got snapshot third time.
You should have probably had hit on the same side as Aradel.
No.
Aradel didn't get slid off the arena.
Got to live dangerously to make it.
Make what?
To make it in this dangerous world.
Titan, the tank buster will fall off in this phase.
It's fine. It seems like the Tank Buster doesn't apply stacks in this phase. Time to help Aradel.
Because he only does junk.
Remember to point inwards.
Yeah. He doesn't do the
Oh,
proper
careful.
buster. He only does the swing. He doesn't do the frontal cleave one. Which is the one that applies the debuff. He only punches you in the face. Which is
Yeah,
less dangerous,
indeed.
apparently.
He only gives you the right hook.
Yeah.
Here comes the ads. Further out, Sip. More out! Uh-oh.
He was freaking good.
That's very well done. And there's a tank switch. And time to help Aradel.
Oh, hi, Kai.
That
I was
was
very worried
yeah,
that was gonna
that was very greedy, guys. And the tank switch, very nice.
Daunting way to the land always feels like for some reason.
Nice tank switch, very good. Oh, that's not very good.
Yeah.
Kill the boss. Just
Oh, the enrage.
no, it's not the enrage, but it's either kill like a bomb or kill the boss. And guess what?
We're killing the boss.
Yeah, easier to kill the boss.
Aw. I'm out.
Hey Agatha and Gamer, hope you're doing well. And yeah, as Elana said, Agatha, there is a playlist on the channel on YouTube called Extreme Countdown. This stream will actually be on that playlist, where we straight up do every A Realm Reborn Extreme, and then we'll even move on to Heavensward with as few players as we can muster, and indeed 2 tanks and a healer was possible on Titan. And yeah, that was actually the original point of the Extreme Countdown was, in the context of Mental Roulette, how many people do you need?
How many good people do you need?
True. Where's the chest falling from the sky?
Ham isn't here, so they can't die to it. That's why.
Hey Rumble, hope you're doing well. Could our warrior solo it synced? Nope. That is actually the key thing. No, actually. So the next one is Ifrit. The key there is he does a flamethrower that is like his tank buster, pretty much. So he has to like... whoever's main tanking will have a bunch of other responsibilities. So like everyone has to work together and like keep an eye on Ifrit so you don't get slapped. We will have the Searing Winds and the Chains. I believe it is an actual possibility that I will be chained while also having Searing Winds. I think this same group composition is the best we can do. It's either this or a ranged DPS instead. But we do need 2 tanks, because the flamethrower is a tank boss that builds, I think it's called Superation. We need to reset that at like... I would say sometimes if Ifrit decides to spam flamethrower, other times he just doesn't. But around 3 stacks is when you should start to look to tank switch. If your stacks haven't reset yet, then you wait. And if for some reason your stacks have reset but your provoke isn't ready somehow, then you also wait. But that's pretty much it. It's like swap at around 3 stacks if you can. If not, then when you can. And you basically just have to like cycle defenses while you do all that. Like just keep it in case he hits you hard.
I do remember everything Ifrit does is a frontal cleave and or it's either a frontal cleave or the debuff lasts forever.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. And then, of course, each nail phase. Obviously, we don't want all the nails, like, all at once, because then we will die. But we do have to, like, bring it. Especially on the last wave of nails. Multi-dotting will be our friend, Aradel. And aside from that, if you have the chain, then of course try to be somewhat near the tank you're chained to. Just if it's the person currently tanking Ifrit, be careful. You can get close enough that you have like 3 stacks, I think, on the debuff, and that is survivable. We did it 3-man that way. 2 tanks, 1 healer. And with Searing Winds, that is as close as you can get. But that also means if I get the chain, it'll be very scary. Because I'll have to be close, reasonably close to the main tank while, like, bursting AoE nearby. And we also have the nails to deal with. But even the main tank has to like just run around and take nails one by one or whatever. Like just you have to participate. You can't just tank the boss.
Have to kill nails, have to tank Ifrit. Gosh, so many things, so little time.
Yeah.
Will we even have time to get blasted by Searing Wind?
The reason why I'm going Scholar is because then I can cover more of the arena.
Usually a key part of experiencing Ifrit Extreme is getting blasted by one of the healers standing in melee with Searing Wind. Good times.
Right. Should we give it a go?
Your food dropped off, so
We have an answer.
We have a bot.
Bard.
Yeah.
It's
I
fine.
need 16 seconds.
Mm.
Bye, guy.
Bye.
Ow. First nailed.
Be careful coming too close to me. I have permanent searing winds. If you go counterclockwise, Nox, I'll move over where you already cleared. Also, there's a need for a tank switch, I think.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh boy. Oh, right. At least you can survive one.
Yeah. Exit on the mission spawn soon. 50%.
Sorry. Nox, you have to help with the nails.
But I'm doing it inefficiently.
I can't go anywhere. You have to choose a side. Zip. Start going counterclockwise.
Yeah.
One more nail. Should be in time.
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay, should be one more lava plume. There, I'll...
Oh, I'll just hope I can live that. Thank. Okay, you already had it. Fantastic.
Hearing wind again. Alright, should we get last set of nails now? Okay. Was it 15?
I think it's 15. No, it's 20. He's just slow.
Okay. Hunting the boss.
Ah!
Mm.
I thought the tank switch had gone through.
It did
did
like
go
blown
through.
up. I got blown up by the nail.
You what?
The tank switch did go through, but
Greedy tank?
yes.
Yeah.
It went through, and then the tank bust immediately went after.
No,
I was
you
still
had more than enough time to walk out
It's
of the
fine,
front
guys.
plate.
It's fine, guys.
Yeah.
Just take note of that. Tank switch. Tank switch today. By which I mean now.
No, I died because the nail went off.
Yeah, but you were low because of something else. Come on. Sorry, that's me.
Oh.
You will have to go somewhere else to give me space to move.
Yeah.
We will also need a tank switch soon.
I'm swapping now then. Arnold, you need to come closer to me. Yes, that's fine. You can stand there. That's,
Aerodel, can you limit break the middle nail?
yeah. Okay, good. That should be a clear.
Yep, now we just need to live. I'd expected that to be harder.
It's bad, man. No, never lucky.
Hey,
I'm hoping we get at least one
You're doing
amount
well.
doing this.
Mako, hope you're doing well as well. What did you say, sorry?
I hope we get at least one mount to doing this. I have them all, but, you know, seeing a mount drop is good luck.
Right. Very short break, so I will use my power to pause the timer. And then I'll be right back. In the meantime, sanity restored. Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Is everyone else back?
Yeah.
Yes, everyone else is back. Fantastic. Is Aerodil back? Was Aerodil away?
Or any of us?
Hmm.
What does it mean to be away?
It means to be far away from something. You are away from me.
Not far enough. I'm moving to Japan.
Can I assume?
I
Aerodil
respect
is
that.
here?
Can
Okay.
you pick me up some Pokemon cards?
No.
So, next boss,
Oh.
King Mogglebog.
Oh boy.
Yep. So the way tanking works there is that there is one Moogle with a sword and a shield, and there's one with an axe. They each need to be tanked by a different tank, because they apply a debuff that makes the opposite Moogle do ludicrous amounts of damage. So you cannot swap them. You will die if you try. But the king also needs to be tanked. And he will regularly, like somewhat regularly, buff nearby Moogles, making them do more damage, and this stacks. So the way you go about tank switching the king is when you feel like he has hung out with one of the tank Moogles a little too long, you move him over to the other tank. That's basically it. Now, because we want all of the Moogles to go down, like, to low HP together, you will probably both spend a substantial amount of time not attacking the thing you're tanking.
Very cool.
But, I think at least the tank who is not tanking the king should be fine to, like, essentially drag around their tanking target while they help with other things. But it really depends. You don't want to hit too hard. Because if you kill something, then we have a problem. If you kill something too early. So you want to hurt everything, like, slowly. The key thing is that the Black Mage Moogle and the White Mage Moogle each have things where they need to be hit a few times to stop them. So while we're, like, slowly bringing down each ad, we want to try and make sure the Black Mage and the White Mage are last on the list, so that they have HP, so that we can, like, smack them a little bit if they start casting the thing. I believe... So, there is a specific mechanic, and this is the reason why we're bringing a Bard. There is a mechanic where I believe it is the 3 closest players. I think... Does anyone remember?
Asking the wrong crowd, brother.
I'm checking.
No.
3 closest to Paladin? Yes, that is correct. The 3 players closest to the Paladin during this attack will be home-ganked. The 3 furthest away will be targeted for Rain of Death. So basically, I will try my best to be the one that is furthest away from the Paladin throughout the fight. The reason for the Bard is the backup on the off chance that I'm not furthest away. It is very unlikely that Aerodil isn't the furthest away also. And that is simply because the Holmgang can be a Shunat. So, and I believe the Holmgang specifically stops you from acting entirely, I think. It's something like that. Hey Naomi, hope you're doing well. We're halfway through, but here comes the hard part, one could say. But there are a bunch of mechanics the Moogles can do, but that's the specific one that can wipe us. So the way that we deal with it is we start by fighting the king. When he hits about 90%, he summons the Mox Guard. One tank picks up the paladin, one picks up the warrior. They're basically the same, aside from that wrinkle with who's the furthest, who's the closest and all that. And then we just try our best to gradually whittle down all the Mox Guard. The one who's tanking the king preferably keeps him way off to the side, like off in a corner. If you can, you should move him away if other Moogles decide to like waddle over to him, because the damage buff he gives is an AoE around him. So if you can like dodge them with the king, even better. But you know, it's not as easy as it sounds. And when it starts to get a little overwhelming, you swap who's tanking the king. And then we just gradually whittle things down. Lightning Shot is going to be a very good friend. Now, I don't know how safe it'll be to dot things up, but I guess we will see as we go. Right. Let us give it a shot.
The lizard keeps forgetting their umbrella. Alright, I'll take the paladin Moogle.
Okay. Let's give it a shot.
A lightning shot?
Yes.
Is that the paladin Moogle? That is the paladin Moogle.
The warrior Moogle is on the loose. It's no longer on the loose. Zip, bring the king out to the edge if you aren't already on it. Remember, you must not kill your tank target.
Okay.
Ooh, we have some that are very close to death. This might not go as well as we'd hoped for first try. Shaggy Song is extremely unwell. And he has dots on him. Which one died?
Nope.
I can't see.
Well, we keep going. It was reasonably good. I think we did something wrong. But I'm dead.
Yeah.
And an tunable debuff on you. Did I? That explains a lot. Oh, right. Yes. Funny that I was the only one that died, because 2 people should have... I guess Aradel, Warden's P and the other one. That was my bad. Let's try again. I was too focused on the animation. Which ones do we keep alive again? All of them, technically. But the ones that you don't want to hurt too much is the ones with the one with the big black mage hat and the one with the cane. Because they both need some HP to get slapped if they start trying something funny. But once everything else is low, we want to switch to them too.
I'll start coming. No. Can't find you. There he is.
Oh boy. I think Sid tanked both of them for a fraction of a second.
Yeah. Couldn't think. Could pick up.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What was happening with the tank mobs there? Did they aggro reset?
No.
Not sure.
Okay. I think I saw the paladin one run towards Sip right at the
No, that
last.
was-
No.
Catching it.
I was walking along the edge.
Okay.
Be slightly closer to Sid. How many buffs does your tank move have?
It has 3.
Okay, I'm just gonna taunt the kingdom.
We should start hurting the 2 special boys. And then try to work our way down to as close to 10% as possible on... Oh, something died. Just try to hit as much as you can before they... Whoa. I was an idiot. I lustrated myself in panic, and then I didn't manage to do it in time. I'm very, very, very sorry.
That's fine.
It's not quite fine, because this can be a huge problem very quickly. And I don't know if I can recover us from this. That is the one we need a Bartuna on. Oh. Agatha Saga, that's an insurance, just in case you have targeted someone else by accident. The tank boys don't have an aura or anything, so you're welcome to tank them closer to each other. That might be an idea.
It is obviously just slightly awkward, because if they both get the buff from the king. But we can try.
Yeah, I know. It's just that whole Bartsuna thing can be entirely avoided if the paladin is close enough to the warrior that it isn't hard for me to be further away. Is King Bob nearest? Yes. He does it in a clear aura when he uses it, I believe. There's a tank boy on me, by the way.
Yeah, I'm colorblind.
They're all white.
No, they have different ponds.
Fair enough.
That are different shapes.
Work on killing some stuff, like just finish them, get them all as slow as possible, but start aiming to kill. And now back to being careful again. I'm going to put a marker on that one because I need to be further. I need to be. Actually, it's impossible for me to be the furthest away from that one. So you do need to be like not in opposing sides. Make sure you don't kill yours yet. It's way too soon for that. I think it's time to kill.
Oh, that was.
And here we go again. Still not over. Just so you know, it's still not over. We do it all one more time. The next time a Moogle dies, the king will get mad. And then we have until he finishes his final cast to kill everything and him. Which is why it is very good that he is at only 7%. By the way, Sib, you need to take the king for a ride. Bart sooner? No, never mind. Hey, Kive, hope you're doing well. Yeah. There's too much going on for me to also focus on being the furthest away.
Yeah.
But yeah, the moment that I know that's not very easy to do, Ardell. But the moment that beam appears, it's I need the Warden's Paean on me so that I can Ishuna everyone else. I barely ever get Moggle Mog Agatozaka. I failed it once, I believe, due to timer, but I've gotten it like 2 or 3 times.
Upon the king.
I think it's time to kill. And back to careful mode. Oh, never mind. What? Oh,
I think
the
it's
white mage
Unholy
didn't
Winter.
get hit enough. The white mage didn't get hit
Yeah.
enough. To your question, Akatosaka, I rarely see vote abandon. Let's go. This was the one that I had assumed would be the hardest, so this isn't too surprising. I think it's shoot to kill time. Back to safety mode.
I'm below 50 in that round. It's very good.
Oh, it's Shuna time. Erdal. Kill mode. I wasn't sure if the white mage had received enough damage, enough hits, so I just killed it. Now, back to careful. Let's see, one is hit pretty hard already somehow. How's the tanks looking?
Sip, take the king, please. Here.
What?
Excuse me?
The delta attack. I guess I should have known to not be in melee range, be in the center at all. That's rough. Yes, exactly. Thanks, Snapshot. Man.
I want to listen to This Is Halloween.
Let's go. Zip. Hey Marcus, hope you're doing well. Says any high quality Phoenix Downs? Unfortunately, they don't work here. That would have been amazing.
What do you mean they don't work? It's clearly a four-man duty. There's four of us.
Both at high quality. Yeah, it is indeed. This is a four-man duty, right? Right?
Damn. The black mage really gets really depressed when you interrupt its flare.
Good.
I think it is kill time and also a tank switch time on the king. The knight is on me, or the paladin is on me. The paladin is on me. They have a mechanic that is an aggro reset. That's what happened.
I just... There was too much in my corner.
There's quite a lot.
So I guess we'll pop in one. Kill. Back to safety.
Oh, that's not the
13%.
best result, but unfortunately we had to. The white mage was really low HP, but it had to be hit.
Yeah.
I think everyone attacked it when it started casting, that's why.
No,
It was
like
really
more
low
than-
when the mechanic started, and it was like at an like nothing HP when it was finally stopped. So it's possible it died from like a breeze, a light breeze, killing
They
it.
need to take the king. So,
Sip, take the king.
I heard.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out where the king
Oh,
was.
it's gonna happen again. Oh, I didn't die this time for some reason. I think this time they didn't have enough king buffs. Fun. And we need to try really hard to get it as good as possible because the king has a lot of HP.
yeah.
We have to get it really clean. Ardell, Izunami.
They have all.
Carefully hold a little bit longer. Just very, very carefully bring them down. Okay, now, kill. And kill as fast as you can. Aradel, you want to send a limit break on the king as soon as it is possible. It's not yet. It was not yet. All cooldowns, anything you have. There we go.
Let my pot help.
Right, so what went wrong there is I don't know. There was Shaggy Song was just hiding under the king. It was really tanky. I don't know if everyone was already like panic attacking the king, but I was really hoping Shaggy Song would die during the limit break cast.
Yeah.
It's okay, Ardell.
It's alright.
I know I kind of dropped it on you a little suddenly. That's my bad. Also, hey, Crab Galaxy and Shaq. Hope you're doing well. And Sleepy Vlad. Hope you're doing well as well. And thank you. Yeah, who needs a limit break? Can it be the echo boost? That's why I'd also survived that march previously. No, Ross, the reason why I said it had to be buffs is because last poll, buffs to the Mughals is because last poll I died to 7,000 damage delta attack. This one it was only 3.5k. So it can't have been echo boosts. Although echo boosts probably helped. It was not echo boosts that made it suddenly survivable. It doesn't reduce damage taken, only increases our HP and such. Right. So next up is going to get really strange.
Some Leviathan time.
Yes. I think that I'm actually not 100% sure whether best is 2 healers and 2 tanks, or two healers, 1 tank, and a DPS. I think double healer, double tank is better.
Okay. I'll take the tail then.
Yeah. Optimally, we go double barrier healer. I would even say double sage is most effective if that is an option, Aradel. The logic being that we just both park Cardia on Nox, and then we basically never have to heal Nox directly. Aside from very few exceptions. The exceptions being that the way we're going to deal with the ads is obviously everyone has to participate in helping with all of the ads. Wave Tooth, then Wave Spines, then Gyrospumes, whatever's on the field. And the Wave Tooth will pretty much always get its fear field down, so we just have to deal with that. But if it starts to cast Dread Wash, that can be blocked by barriers. So by simply turbo spamming E-Prog, we can possibly just deny it. Aside from that,
the buttons that made E-Prog really big.
What?
If only you had any of the buttons that could make E-Prog really big.
Yeah. The main problem, Dread Wash basically does no damage. It's just blocked for some reason. And also true, I believe the Wave Tooth is stunnable when it is not casting.
Well,
so that can be something as well.
We'll stun it when it spawns, see if we kill it in time.
Paladin of a Chain stunning the mage, Sahagin? Well, we have 2 tanks, so if they both help, then, like, perfectly sequencing the stuns would be the most effective strategy. And the Paladin would not do very much damage while chain stunning. And we need the tank to do a large amount of the damage, so not an option.
That thing needs to be dead.
Yeah,
immediately.
Basically it would work if you had a DPS to compensate for the Paladin just spamming Shield Bash.
Rare instance where the off tank gets the cardio.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the wave spumes, the blue ones, a tank should grab them.
And go into a corner.
Yeah, and just go into their corner if possible. And then, like, I mean, we want to... preferably it's Sip that takes the wave spumes, because he can be healed more easily.
Yeah.
Is it tank DPS 2 healers for extreme countdown? I mean, our 3-man run was 1 tank, 2 sage, so I'm basically just picking what I think would be more easy with +1 player. I think an extra tank is the better pick. Right. Also, Leviathan's HP, like, he will... If we push him too hard, he has stopgaps. He will stop us at 80% if he has not phase transitioned yet. And he will do it again at, like, 20%. So, it may be beneficial. Like, there will be a hardened rage to worry about, but just keep in mind that that sometimes when you use your cooldowns may be more beneficial. I don't know if you need to hold them, but now I've mentioned it.
Excuse me.
Let's try it. Hey, Kari, hope you're doing well. That's it. The possibility, Agato Saga, is that we don't bring the damage hard enough. It's also possible that it turns out that we need Echo or something. Although with an extra player, I don't think that would be necessary. I'm pretty good, Carrie. Thank you so much. Hey, Legend Dragon. Hope you're doing well. And think this is going pretty well, I'd say myself. I hadn't expected us to be already this far.
No faith.
Now, once the Briny Mirror appears, we have to be very careful about AoE healing. Our little E-proc will specifically be a a bad idea to hit Nox with frequently. Is everyone hitting the wave spines?
I wasn't, but I'll talk to them now. Wait, which should spawn next. Thank you.
There he is. Give it everything you have. Stun him if you can. Oh, fantastic.
Okay, nice.
Oh, here comes the Gyospumes. Erdal, we should try and dot everything and then like prioritize the ones further away from Leviathan to make it easier for Sip and Nox. Watch out. Again, watch out. Make sure to not make the mistake of being too focused on healing yourself or the fact that you're about to die to not dodge him again.
Next one should be the thing, right?
Yep. Make sure to look for it, Nox.
I'm blind.
And then look for the splash. Watch out for the splash. Watch again. Watch out for the splash. Watch again. Run away from the splash.
I thought I died.
Yeah, why were you so close?
Don't know. Should we only do spawning instead? Actually, no.
Spumes. Sip, the wave spumes are yours. Oh, here comes the splashes. They are in Sip's corner. Watch again. Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna hurt a lot. Ardell, do we have Karakoli? Splash, run. Wave Tooth, kill it. And stun it if you can. Okay, well, that counted apparently.
Fantastic.
Yep. We should be... If we can make the DPS check, then we're good. And if we don't die... Dodge the splash. Dodge the splash at center again. Run away from the splash. All the damage. Ignore them. Kill the boss. Nice.
Oh.
Oh. Hey Bronco, hope you're doing well. Just 2 tanks and 2 healers. I thought it was always 1 tank, 1 healer, and 2 DPS. It can be whatever you like. As Sally says, this is meant to be 8-man content, so we're basically subtracting the players that we deem unnecessary for the encounter. For all of the previous ones, we went 2 tanks, 1 healer, 1 DPS. Precisely for a similar reason. So hey, Zero Cross, hope you're doing well. And yeah, exactly. It is insanely overpowered for dealing with keeping the off-tank alive. Now, I don't know if it is better to have double healer and double tank for Ramuh, or if having an extra DPS is better. It is 3-manable in the same way. So the healer is the extra.
Isn't it technically possible to solo tank Ramuh?
It is. With 2 barrier healers at least. The question is whether that's better. We'll need to have the tank basically manage the orbs quite aggressively.
Let's see.
But it
if we
might
do-
be it might actually be a pretty solid idea.
I mean, okay. What's the actual benefit? If we have a solo tank, a DPS, and double healer, then what part gets easier?
The fight will be shorter.
Will it?
The DPS will do more damage. The thing that will be easier is if you have a tank that already has 3 stacks of the debuff. Then they can just, like, if we're like, oh, we actually have like 8 orbs or something, we can just have the tank like just yoink 5 of them. And whenever Tether appears in the final phase, the tank only needs 1 every so often.
No misunderstanding here. Okay, so if we're doing solo tank, it's the group composition becomes tank, healer, DPS.
Yes.
Okay, and if we do double tank, it's tank, healer, DPS.
It could be. Alternatively, it's just double tank, double healer.
Yeah.
As it is beatable with 1 healer and 2 tanks, the 4th player is technically a bonus. And we're basically choosing whether we have that 4th player be a healer or a DPS, or if we choose to have a tank be removed to make space for an additional DPS. See, the trick, Agatosaka, is that the debuff the tank receives from overcharging only applies to spell healing. Which means Physic, Adlo, E-Diag, that kind of stuff. But 2 Sages, their Cardia will do full healing. And their Ryokolis will do full healing, and their Fizzes will do full healing. So as long as we don't rely on actually directly healing the tank, then it doesn't matter. And then you basically remove the whole tank switching concern. And you have a tank that can pick up all the orbs. I think it might be worth a shot.
Yeah.
Now, the question then is it Aradil or you who goes DPS?
I can do all 3. All 2. Both. So, it depends.
How about you
Aaron
switch
wants.
to DPS and then Aradil stays Sage with me?
Okay.
Bronkral, Samurai can get all of their positionals on the tail of Leviathan. But in this context, Reaper would probably be better, but just because Reaper's really strong.
Reaper specifically at level 50 is oddly good, despite it not having its strongest tool parts.
Quick rundown. Right at the start, 4 orbs will appear, I believe.
Yeah.
Sip needs all 3 of the 4, so we have to dodge them. And Sip basically picks up the boss and just like full, like 10,000% focus, because the moment the circle AoEs are finished, like the circular lightning, it's go time. Grab the orbs with sprint. After that point, then Sip only needs to grab 1 orb every time that his buff is near running out. But there may be times where we're like, we need to grab more orbs. Other players can do it too. Like, we can just grab 2 and let the buff run out. But near the final phase, because of the tethers, it will probably have to be Sip. In the ad phase, Nox probably benefits from just single targeting 1 at a time. Same for Sip. Maybe do it in opposite directions or something, or like in opposite ends. Healers probably dot everything. And then help with dealing with them 1 at a time or something. Maybe everyone focuses a different one. We should be fine to do that. But AoE dotting is a good call. In the final phase, If when we get tethered, if it is a healer and a DPS, I think we should try to have the healer be the one grabbing orbs.
Alright.
Because they're ranged. And do less damage. If it is both me and Aradel getting tethered, then I will do the getting of orbs. Unless I am the only one of us getting feared, in which case it probably has to be Aradel doing it. I'll try my best to keep on top of it, to call it out as it happens. And then remember, every time the blue lightning circle AoEs happen, right after, donut AoE in the water, so you need to step out of the water. The damage after the ad phase is based on the amount of increased sentence. Let me put it like this, Cat. I don't think the damage is so big that it makes a huge difference based on my own testing, at least. Just putting down the classic markers. Preferably try to be tanking removal standing near B unless you have a reason to be elsewhere. When we get feared, we try to make it to A, just because that is more predictable. Hey Krakenmo, hope you're doing well. You can see we're actually near the end. Right. And by the way, Sip, can you pull at a slight angle? Never mind, just go ahead. And because the first attack is AoE, you see. And here comes the orbs. Very good. And now, Sip, you just have to grab one every time your buff is about to run out. And as long as we're in phase 1, we don't need to maintain more than a single orb. So if you don't have
that one
any...
a bit too early.
Yeah, I saw. It's probably fine. You'll eventually hit 3 stacks anyway.
Oh.
Just a soft reminder that the circle AoEs do more damage. Sip, orb, sip, orb, sip, orb, sip, orb. I will not be able to remember to do that for you every time.
That's fine. I was gonna let it run out and then I was gonna quickly grab something, but it's fine.
That's when Ramu tank busters you. Yep, possibly unavoidable. That was something we had to deal with when we were three-manning it as well. But we have 3 orbs on the field, and we only need 1. Now we kill ads. Nox, get out of the water. Now that doesn't work. We do need some more people on hand to help with the orbs. We only need one. We only need one on the field. And I can only take 2 every 15 seconds or so. Did you get hit by the water as well, Nox?
Yeah.
Aerodel? Oh, it's it. Anyone?
Over.
I saw. I'm running pretty
Good
close
night.
to that.
Wasn't fast enough. Aerodel can you may be able to save Nox if you're very smart. Rescue? Nope. We res instead.
Oh. Hi guys.
Yep, just wipe. I will reiterate before we pull again. As long as we have not passed the add phase, if there's more than one orb on the field, then healers and DPS, if you have less than 2 stacks of the buff, then you grab orbs. Until you have 2. That's also true, Cat. That is true. Once Sip hits 3, he could just run around and yoink orbs until we're down to 1. That is actually a good point.
That's what I was doing.
Fair enough. But it also still isn't always easy to do that. Yeah, I think that works. Oh, that's very lucky. You almost did the bad.
Yeah.
He really likes you, Sip.
Well, it's the type of RNG that's expected.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything like it?
Yep. Right, now we need at least 3 orbs on the field. As best we can. We'll have to deal with this for a bit.
Okay, I'll go and grab them.
Uh-oh.
It should be fine. Hopefully. Whoa.
Remember, we want to keep at least 3, possibly a 4th, but just for Sip. But you can also just refresh every time. I will do it, but I'm feared. Never mind, Aradil has to do it. Assuming Aradil doesn't straight up die.
Well,
Uh-oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. We can't recover from that. Try again. I hope Aradil is ready, because Zep sent a countdown.
Okay, well, Aradel said yes, so.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just trying to speed things up because it's quarter past. And I don't want to disappoint Cat.
Yeah, I get that.
Taking that home. No, I don't think it's going to actually take.
I think I need help. Yeah, I did. Aradil, if you time the rescue really smartly, you can save me.
Oops.
You know, since Sip is already at 3, he can pretty much just suck up all of the orbs if he feels like it.
Well, I'm only really going to do that near my area. I don't want to move too much. It's effort.
That's fair. I think Nox needs help. Uh-oh. And Nox, you do need to avoid orbs. You have overdosed too hard. We can't also heal you with only OGCD healing.
Yeah. I've gotten too lost in the sauce.
We may need to make a priority system there.
Yeah.
Amazing. Sip is in a little bit of trouble. New priority system. Healer deals with the circle first. If 2 are overlapping, then healer stays.
Yeah.
Actually, leave that last orb. We probably wanted to save a little more in retrospect. Because Rolling Thunder's coming. It may have to be you, Nox. But you have to stop doing anything. I'll... okay, you're doing it. I'm not gonna rock the boat anymore. It's better to just have a solution rather than trying to fix the perfect solution in the moment.
It's already for it.
I will grab 1 orb. I'm feared a little far away. Can you help me? Nox, you help me. Thank you.
Yep.
It was a little bit of a risky move, but I feel like it worked out. Oh, whoops. I shouldn't have done that. We need to go down to 3 to 4. Sip has refreshed. We need to go down to 3. Never mind.
Go pick up your ult and then we can sort out the last one after.
Nox help. You didn't help me.
It was
Priority
that or
system.
Aerodel died to Rolling Thunder.
Not necessarily. You know what Rolling Thunder's damage does? Ah, 1 second too late. It does damage whenever you do something. You weren't doing it. Does a little bit of damage, but it only otherwise does damage when you do something. So since you were running around, it was actually safe. I don't have any resources to heal Sip with.
Well, I've already M1, so you would have to heal me now.
Yeah, Aerodel might have Adder Skull. I have 1 now. But we need Adder Skull for Sip.
Oh, I have my thing now, so that should be okay.
think this might be fine. Oh, no. Ardal, do you have Adder Skull for Sip? Ardal needs help. Ah, the snapshot. I have it. Do you have 3 holies, Ardal? Heal Sip as fast as you can with OGCDs. It has to be OGCDs. It has to be OGCDs. Only OGCDs. Barriers will not work. Barriers will not work.
I like that I brought pot for this.
I'm fine.
Help me. Thank you. So hard. Yeah, it wasn't enough. Did you say you had to drop after this, Sip?
Hard to say because I don't know how much time I have. Because I've got until... Well, I got 30 minutes, I can probably do one more try.
Okay, well then let's try one more time. Yes, for those confused, the debuff only applies to spell healing. So we can't use E-Diag or Diag to heal Sip, but we can use everything else.
I'm gonna do a 5-second timer now.
Yep. Remember, Sip needs 3. Nope. Nope. I'm specifically stepping further away in case we have like a lot overlapping, but I guess maybe we don't need that if we have most of the orbs clean off the field. That works. Actually, that last one should probably be left for Sip, just in case. Uh-oh. Bruh, really?
What?
At phase timing.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm leaving my
Zip,
hand
zip.
instead,
Okay.
because it's closer, and I don't want to risk getting cleaned by the.
Apparently we didn't make
They're
it.
slow. Yeah.
Yep. No, Ramu's funny like that. Do you have time for one more try, Zip, or is that it?
Fine.
Okay. In that case, just
The only
go.
thing I need to do is need to make a notice to the people who are participating in the criterion, like 30 minutes, and be there at the exact time it starts.
You can
So
do
I
a
want,
pull
like, it'll
timer.
take 10
You
minutes
can do
to
a pull
prep it.
timer. You can do a pull timer when you want.
Excellent.
That works. I think I might need help. The reason I haven't put down 2 markers for the Fiat to be standing in is because I don't know exactly what the correct range would be, so it's easier to just eyeball it, I think.
It's like a Lalafell in height. Or about longer than in width.
I think we've got this.
Yeah.
I think this
Perfect.
works.
Ow.
Can we have... Yes, Zip, just tank Ramu. We'll take the ad.
Well, Nox will do more damage, so it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I can just do lightning strike, which is like 2
man.
damage.
Remember the stupid
not.
water? Rolling Thunder comes.
Okay.
We've got it. You can just resolve Rolling Thunder. Think?
You can more.
Take one.
That is
I didn't
really
mean to
irritating.
take that one. No, 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 no. We hold. Aerodol, I will run for orbs, I think, if I live. Don't attack, only heal. Oh, man. I tried to heal us both. I'm sorry. I think I goofed it for us. Zip, orb.
I have 2 stacks of debuff now.
Yeah,
which is
you
very
can't help.
unfortunate.
It has
but,
to be Zip that cleans a little bit around the place, but let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, Aerodol, a really weird thing happened. You need to grab 3 orbs. Just you. Basically, because everyone has the debuff, everyone else has the effect, it just put the Rolling Thunder on you quietly.
The silent thunder is the deadliest.
Yeah.
Okay, there's 3 orbs up
And we leave 3.
actually.
And if Sid can be the one that makes the cleaning, then we should be fine to, like, only leave 3. Because then his buff will be fresh.
I'm gonna grab.
And we will just have to get out of his way.
3-1. There's 3 left.
Oh, I will be... I think I'm good if I'm not dead.
I'm dead.
Oh, I'll rest.
Okay. See, there is 3 orbs up currently. There's 6 on the left side, so I can grab 3.
Perfect. Leave 3. Rolling Thunder comes.
There's only 2 orbs up.
No, there's 3.
Is there?
Yes, there's 3 right next to each other.
Okay.
Aerodol, run for the orbs. Aerodol, run for the orbs. Run for the orbs.
They were slightly overlapping.
Yeah, I didn't see that. There's currently 3 orbs up.
If you find a moment of limit break, Nox.
Should live here. It's gonna live about %. And that should be a kill.
Fantastic.
Woo. And
So hard. And Sip has
No
to
mind.
go. So
yep.
any excited possible replacers?
Shiva shouldn't be too
Oh, we have
difficult, I think.
looks like we have 4 or 5 possible gamers.
You just need to worry about the bow, the knockback,
Yeah,
and the thing in
yeah.
phase 2.
Sure. Do you want? Okay, you already read. I believe Ilana has been here for the longest. So if Ilana wants to go, then I'll let Ilana have the first picks. Not like I could have just tossed a coin, but I specifically know Ilana has been here since before the stream started. Right. So the key things for Shiva is sword means pointed at party. So everyone else should huddle behind Shiva and then tank just points her at party. Right after the cleave, point her away again. When Glacier Bash happens, step out, just like Slipstream, just dodge it. With staff, it means spread markers. In phase 1, pretty easy. When at spawn, she will always pull out the sword, so we should try to huddle up in the middle or something, and then Ilana just has to bring Shiva to us to take the stack. And then, you know, away again for the Glacier Bash. In phase 2, the staves and the swords will always overlap with 5 circle AoEs. So 1 in the middle and in 4 corners. With staves... Yeah, that's fair, Sip. Hopefully it'll be fine that Ilana has the stream delay. The way that phase 2 works is that she will do 4 circle AoEs in 4 corners. Those will be the safe spots for the immediately following, basically, cross AoE. And if it is sword, then we all need to huddle together in the same spot. And if it is staff, then we have to, like, spread out. So preferably 4 different ones, but 2 spread markers can fit in every slot, if you're smart about it. Bow, of course, means get behind her. When the blue marker appears over your head, that means she will shoot a knockback beam at you, so knockback immune if you can, but also everyone try to get away from the blue marker. Preferably have Shiva out on near the edge of the arena, so that you can shoot across the arena if you don't have the knockback immunity. Worry about the debuffs. It's very solo tankable. You can trust me on that. You can absolutely trust me on that one. Also, for this one, Aerodil, if you would prefer to be Astrologian or White Mage, or even a DPS, you should be able to do that. This should work. I specifically know we've done this with 1 tank, 1 DPS, 1 healer, so the 4th player is actually a free slot. And an extra healer is probably more helpful than an extra tank, considering that when it was Unreal, we solo tanked it because it was easier. And right, remember to don't move when wind on the floor. That means sliding mechanic promptly after, and she generally doesn't do anything fast enough that would be a problem if you just stand still for it.
To the left.
I mean, if you really know what you're doing, you can also like just slide wherever you need to be, but it is usually safer to just not move.
Slide into the wall and die. Oh wait, no.
We will also see things like Whiteout, which is a donut AoE, and then Heavenly Strike, which is a knockback. Heavenly Strike comes after Whiteout, so make sure you get knocked towards the middle of the arena when that happens. That usually happens when she does Sword after the first bow phase. Right, shall we try it?
Yep.
Whenever you're ready, Ilana. Or would you like me to send a pull timer instead? Take that, old man.
Finally, we get to stop beating up old people.
Oh yeah, she doesn't do anything for like the first 5 to 10%.
Very nice of her, I guess.
Oh, here it comes. What does she do? Staff?
Not a tan. I feel like I went to the wrong spot.
Yeah, Erdal and I were in the right spot, but that is usually survivable. Oh yeah, also one little detail off the in the last moments, the sword cleave, like the stack, ignores mitigation. Oh, stack time. And then be ready to step aside when she glacier bashes. Here it comes. Make sure to run through her next time when that happens. But now we have at phase, which will mean sword again. Everyone stack up, stack up, stack up, stack up, stack up. And then pay attention to where she's facing, to the glacier bash. Whoops. Here it comes. She does hit very hard because of the debuff stacks, but
no. At least the slashing bone will go away soon. But it's gonna be very funny when if she goes back to staff.
yeah, the first one is usually always staff, if I recall correctly. Like it goes staff, bow, and then it's random.
Dang it, I didn't time it right.
Right, those are going to be the 4 safe spots. There's space for 2 in each with staff. Assuming you make proper space. This also works. You may need to cycle mitigations, Ilana. They won't work for the things that you'd save them for anyway. Shiva circles? Stop. Stop. Full stop.
Ah.
Bo, get behind, get behind, get behind, get behind. Full behind. That's not enough, Ilana. That is enough. Right, get her out to the edge, but don't touch the edge yourself.
Edging is not allowed. He'll follow you.
It's on Aerodil. You may need to use knockback immunity. Well, it worked. We're fine. Wait, hold. Staff. It's staff.
And still
Hold. Shiva circles, it's over here. And in. Hold. Full stop.
Shiva, you.
And you can move again. Bo, get
Get
behind.
over here.
Full behind. Nice. And then excellent, excellent. Should be the same as the first bow. It's on me. I didn't even look. I was actually really lucky. We need to help Nox really fast. Everyone, all hands on deck, help Nox.
I clicked the jump and I knew it wasn't going to be enough.
Stop moving. You can move again. Shiva circles. We are in an awkward spot for it. In. I will rest. Hold. Get behind. Did the limit break go through?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
I died because Ingress.
We are getting a little close because I believe Harden rages when she hits 10 stacks. I forgot to say anything. Sorry. Hold. Wait for her weapon choice. Staff again. That is very lucky. Don't move. Nice. And time.
And
No mount.
All of them were stingy today.
Thank you so much for the gifted membership, as it is. Thank you so much. And enjoy the... Assuming Zero Chill is here, enjoy the emotes. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Based on the time... Like, just based on the time alone... Ramu comes in first as the hardest, with Good King Mugglemog, praise be his fluffiness, coming in second. In third, the third is very close. I think it's actually Garuda that comes in third based on the time alone, but that, like, the thing is, the time is a little unfair because some of them is just because we were talking for longer. And Titan is probably then fourth. And I think the rest... Did we first try all the rest? We first tried Ultimate Weapon. We first tried Ifrit. We first tried Shiva. Did we first try Leviathan?
I want to say yes. Or did we wipe once? Okay. Well,
Ilana says Ultimate, Ifrit, Leviathan, and Shiva were first tries. Fantastic.
Okay, yeah.
And then Garuda had one wipe. Titan had 2 wipes, right?
Yeah, it's 2 wipes on Titan.
Ramu had 4.
Friendly was more than 4, but yeah.
And Mugglemog had 5. That tracks. I believe one of our Good King Mugglemog wipes were early enough that we didn't even get Echo for it.
Yeah.
For those that don't get that one, the way Echo is granted is they only give you echo if you gave it like a solid try. And a solid try means you have to fight for at least 3 minutes. So if you wipe before that, then you don't get echo. And an interesting detail about that, also, hey Flems, hope you're doing well. An interesting detail about that is, and this is something that I specifically recognized because we've done this, I believe both on King Mugglemark and on Shiva, when we were pushing it in Extreme Countdown originally, for both of them, we were deliberately farming echo. For Mugglemark, because I genuinely believed it might not be possible with 4 back then, so we needed all the help we could get. 25% extra damage output would be nice. The same thing we did for Shiva when we were trying to 2-man it. Not 2-man her, I guess. And for both King Mugglemark and for Shiva, they don't do anything until you push them to the specific threshold where the first mechanic happens. For King Mugglemark, maybe he does his mana burn thing that he does while he's above 90%, but when he hits like 90 or 89%, that's when he transitions to the ad phases. For Shiva, she doesn't do anything until she hits 95%. Like, she just slaps you around. No other mechanics. And her buff timer, I believe, doesn't even start until she hits 95%. Like, I believe she gets the first stack when she hits 95% and the fight begins. So we, like me and Sip, because he was the one that tanked it for me back then, tried to 2-man it, which involved us just hanging out for like 16, 17, 18 minutes. To farm those 5 echo stacks, which is where it caps. And then we tried. And I believe we even tried to greed extra by, like, sandbagging the first 5%, like just carefully hitting her and then pushing it once the phase began. And our best try, if I recall correctly, we wiped to the Harden Rage when she had, like, 27% HP left. Like, it was so far that it wasn't like, oh, if you should have just used burst potions or something, and I think we even did. Like, there was no chance. Also true, Ilana, we were extremely lucky. Phase 1 was it? It was staff, sword, sword. And then and the second sword was guaranteed. And then phase 2 was staff, bow, staff, bow, staff, bow, staff. Which matters, because if she doesn't randomly choose to switch weapons, then she will not maintain the debuffs. Some of you may have noticed in that poll there that suddenly her staff phase started doing way less damage. Because the stacks ran out on Ilana. But that amazing. We made it. I thought we wouldn't make it in under 3 hours. Now, an interesting thing would have been to see how long each of our clear attempts took. And then, like, add a little bit if we had echo. Because if every single boss went perfectly and you just, like, clear boss, exit, queue next one, go, then I think it might be possible to do it in, like, an hour and a half. I don't know if that's something we would actually do, but it's funny to think about. But yeah, if basically what this also shows, I guess, just like we did previously with Extreme Countdown, is that if you have a party just a light party's worth of players, dependent on what jobs they are, that knows what they're doing, then you may be able to do an extreme despite the rest of the party. It kind of depends in some of the fights. To just highlight a little bit. Ultimate weapon, if you have 2 tanks that know what they're doing, then technically, maybe a healer if you don't farm echo first. I do believe when we 2 tanked it we had full echo, but 2 tanks and like a healer that knows what they're doing, then you can beat ultimate weapon. And there isn't really anything the rest of the party can do to screw that up. If the rest of the party are stupid, then like the worst that can happen is that they give you free damage or help you with an orb by accident or whatever. For Garuda, 2 tanks and a healer, again, is probably what really matters, but you will need damage dealers to know what they're doing, somewhat, because Spiny Plume will not live in synced, like, with a normal party. Like, the Spiny Plume will not survive, so there you can actually be screwed by the party simply being insufficient. On Titan, ultimately, if both of your tanks know what they're doing, and people don't get too close for the jails, then you can probably do it. I'd say you probably do it. The problem is that the jails can be pretty problematic if you don't deal with them properly. So there you can also get screwed over. For Ifrit, that one is probably the one where, like, you actually need both of the tanks to know what they're doing, you need both of the healers to know what they're doing, and if, to some degree, your tanks could just get killed by a DPS that doesn't know what they're doing. Thank you so much for the gift, for the gifted sub, Ilana. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, basically, if freed, the healers can screw over the whole party with Searing Winds. We've literally seen that happen. Like in Mentor Roulette, for instance. So that one is actually really hard to do if people aren't paying attention. The same problem comes with Thornmarsh. One player not teamworking, and you're not beating this. That was actually something that Akatosaka kinda indicated earlier with the, a lot of the time, you will possibly end up having to vote abandon. Because you straight up just can't do it because Timmy refuses to hold back. Leviathan is actually a little strange because I think with like 2 tanks and 2 healers knowing what they're doing, you can do this. The problem is that, as some of you may have noticed, the way the mechanics played out was completely different from when I do it in Mentor Roulette. Like, the ads came in, like, one wave at a time. Very, like, they waited their turn. It was actually quite amazing. And I think the reason is that each ad, like, each wave of ads is partly HP threshold based. So, because our damage output was way lower, Leviathan gave us, like, breathing room within, like, for each wave, which made it easier to handle. The same actually happens with Ultimate Weapon. With Ultimate Weapon, if you do it in a full synced party, what you'll see is that, like, the fight will begin, Garuda comes down, knockback happens, cone happens, Ifrit comes down, does circle AoEs, Titan comes down, does circle AoEs, proximity AoEs, everything all at once, and then, like, you go, like, you have, like, 3 seconds or something to go, like, that was a lot, and then orbs happen. because it's all HP threshold, just ding 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 ding. You can even reach like past 40% before the first wave of orbs appear as a result of ultimate weapon just falling behind. Ramu is also kinda similar in that there is like a sweet spot of players. Back when we did Extreme Countdown, I believe, when we hit like 6 players or so, it was actually easier. Because like we didn't need the extra damage. But like we didn't need that much extra damage, but the 2 additional players made it like meant a lot more damage was coming out. But when we did that, we were also doing 1 healer. A Rand of Cube, hope you're doing well. And finally, Shiva, like genuinely, among all these, she's probably the least demanding. The only problem she introduces is that she actually, like, her DPS check actually matters. Like, ultimate weapon, you can do it with 2 tanks, because the DPS, the hardened rage will not happen. Garuda, you need healers, because she will pump out too much damage with everything involved. You also need damage to some degree. Titan, you literally need at minimum 3 players because of jails. Ifrit, I'm pretty sure you need at least 3 players just to kill the nails in time. King Mogglemog, we've talked about this. You need a healer and 2 tanks just to make it work. And if you randomly land on the like basically on each run here, we saw every single mechanic. So I don't think it's actually possible realistically to skip the mechanic you needed the bard for. So good luck, essentially, is what I'm saying. You probably need 4. Leviathan, we've done with 3, 1 tank and 2 healers, but you could also do 2 tanks and 2 healers, which is a lot better. Like, just add an extra healer is actually probably the easiest way to do it, because it's a quite healing intensive fight. Ramu, as you saw, in the past we've done it with 2 tanks and 1 healer, but you can also do it with 1 tank, 2 healers in the DPS, for instance. And Shiva, the only reason you can't do it with a tank and a healer is because her DPS check is too tight. But otherwise you could do it. We've seen the Hardened Rage 2-manning it, so in a strange way, Shiva and Ultima Weapon are like even on difficulty, except Shiva's DPS check is stricter. That's it. But yeah. 2 hours and 44 minutes. Very nice. Very nice. But yeah. That was all I had planned. I'm actually surprised that we got it. I had expected that we'd have to call it in the middle. Like, I'd expected King Mogglemog to, like, wall us or something. But starting at 4 and knowing what to look for helped a lot. The reason for that being that when we did Extreme Countdown, it usually took, like, an entire 3-hour stream to get 1 boss, sometimes 2, down to the minimum. But there we were also pushing the limit, so that's maybe a bit different. Anyway, if you would like to be part of the Discord community server, there's a link right there in the chat. There you will find the weekly schedule where you can see what else is coming up in the coming days. I usually update it Sunday or Monday. You'll also find the announcement room with links to videos and streams when I put them out. And if you grab the reminder roll and the role assignments room, you'll get a notification whenever I post a video or a stream, as well as an extra one around 15 minutes before stream starts, so you can catch it right when we go live. You'll also find a lot of people to hang out with. But they don't just play Final Fantasy XIV, by the way. So, hey, maybe you find some cool people. If you'd like to support the channel even more directly, you can become a member over on YouTube. You can subscribe on Twitch. You can use the bits. You can use the super chats, all that stuff. You can also gift memberships and subscriptions, as you saw a moment ago that Ilana did. And Isitis, sorry. Essedus did. It all helps support, it helps a lot. And if you don't like any of that, Aridel also posted a Ko-Fi link right there in the chat. It all helps support me and the channel directly, so I can focus on doing stuff like this with all of you. So thank you so much for the support. But that'll be it from me tonight, and the team, I suppose. So good night, good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are in the world, and hope to see you all very soon. Bye bye.